Ciao Juventini of the world. Ciao Juventini of the world. My name is Giuseppe. Welcome back on the channel. Good news. Some good news, some bad news. Tonight, it's already the night here because it's already 11 p.m. or 10 past 11. Let me say hello to the people. Today, you see, not a big pumped up because I keep my energy. I keep my energy because next week can be the week of announcement, after the other. Pogba, Di Maria, and more, and more. So we will keep our energy tranquillo. I already see that some people are saying, dai Pogba, Bianconeri 88, dai Pogba, aspettiamo, tranquilli, Halma. We'll speak about Mr. Halma in a second because you saw the thumbnail. Thumbnail is a bit different. I went not for the popular ones, the one that are making clicks and views and the people are entering. I really wanted to speak about our jewel and also stop with the narrative of Massimiliano Allegri. I want to speak about Massimiliano Allegri and the youth. I want to speak about Miretti. I want to speak about Sergei Milinkovic-Savic and the words of the crazy Lotito. Kostic, a guy that until this morning I never heard about. So now he's the best player of the world. Let's see if we will be able to sign him. But before this morning, I had never heard about him. Even if I was watching the final of Europa League where he won, I never even noticed him. So I didn't know about Kostic. But now apparently he's a good friend of Vlahovic. And if it's a good friend of Vlahovic, mi casa es su casa. Tu amigos es mi amigo. It is what it is. So we'll speak about Kostic. We'll speak about what will we speak today? Kostic, Allegri, Miretti, Lotito, and Milinkovic-Savic. We'll speak about whatever you want. I have a lot of updates you can ask. We'll do some Mercato talks today. But first, also the narrative. And also, if you want to, we can speak about Milan because people are starting to annoy me with the best project of the world, the Dynasty. I heard the word Dynasty. Dynasty was a series, like Friends, but the one of the year 70s. Dynasty. I don't know the name in English, but they were calling it like that. Really strange series in the past for boomers. Even my parents were not watching it. So we speak about a lot of things. And my friends, I see Aman in the chat. I see Saif Noah who's saying he was a nightmare for Barcelona to defend Kostic. Hey, guys, why don't you open the channel? Because you know more than me. If we are speaking about Juve, I can tell you under 7, the players of under 7, men, women, boys, girls, I don't care. I can tell you every single detail. I can speak you about Torricelli, about Boniperti, about Luciano Moggi. But if we go a bit abroad, this year I kept my promise. I enlarged my field, my view. I started to have a 360-degree view. I even watched Premier League, and you know that Premier League for me, Mamma mia, Premier League is a disaster. But I watched Premier League, I watched a bit of La Liga, I watched even Champions League after Juventus was eliminated. You know that normally I'm not doing that, so that I can speak about the player, but let's not exaggerate. Europa League with Kostic. Anyway, guys, that's why you are here, my friends, because you can keep me also up to date to this strange name. Kostic. I'm starting to get used to it because maybe Kostic will be the new Perisic with 5 years less. Why not? Ciao Stavros, the future, Miretti, ciao Marian, always there, ciao Beppe, our boy Miretti staying home, I'm so happy for him, ciao Bognan, ciao Mario, ciao Marco Meola, ciao Sisman, who said, Beppe, today you have to go live. That's what he said to me, so if Sisman is asking, I'm doing. Ciao Aman, get Conte back. Mamma mia, from the morning already. Starting immediately with Conte. You know that I don't want Conte back, and I have my reasons. I already read that from Saif, Alessandro Lumare, ciao bello, ciao a te. Amico mio, ciao Rob, Mercato is crazy. Yeah, we can play Mercato is crazy a bit later. Ciao Steelers, ciao GSK, Manchester City fan here. Oh, look at that. Congratulations for your victory. In Premier League. You won. Congratulations. 1 point, I believe, over Liverpool. A win is a win. At the end, Cortomuso. It's Cortomuso with a lot of points, a lot of goals, of course. But congratulations to Manchester City. I don't like Manchester City, but you are absolutely welcome on the channel. My favorite channel, Giuseppe. Ciao, Dylan. Keep it up. Keep it up. I wait to see from you a clip. Another. Which other? Hey, wait. I just made one clip. Wait, I'm not a music producer. Huh? Ciao, Rise and Cross. Ciao, Alessandro. Again, look at the numbers of Kostic. I already prepared everything. I know that he's doing a lot of goals. I know that he's doing a lot of assists. What do you think, that I'm just entering the chat and that I don't know nothing about Kostic? Already a lot of hours passed since I heard the first time the name of Kostic. Who do we have? We have George. Ciao, George. AZ. Beppe. You probably forgot about him, what happened to Frabotta. Who is Frabotta? I don't know. Frabotta I took out of my memory. Yeah, I don't want to hear about Frabotta anymore. My friends, it's over the times of Frabotta. Frabotta, Portanova, these kind of names extracted of the memory, thrown in the garbage. This is 2021 disaster, 21-22 disaster. Now we will talk about other names. Mamma mia, Frabotta. I remember, by the way, speaking about Frabotta, the first game of Frabotta was versus Sampdoria. 3-0 of Pirlo. Everyone was, ooh, wow. Everyone was fantastic. Frabotta, the new Zambrotta. Mamma mia. Poverino. Poor man, because he did only one game. And then he disappeared. He disappeared. It is what it is, my friends. So, who do we start with? Let's start with the first name. The first name, that is Fabio Miretti. We want to speak about him. Why is he on the thumbnail? I have good news for you, my friends. The thumbnail comes because I was reading, don't look at that one, look at this one here, of Nicolo Schira, that at a certain moment today, he decided to speak well about Juve with a really nice news. He said, 3 Serie A clubs, not 1, not 2, 3. Not 1, not 2, 3. No, not 1, not 2, 3. 3 clubs of Serie A. 3 clubs of Serie A have already shown interest. That means it's not even over. It's not even over. 3 clubs already from Serie A. They already have shown interest, on loan of course, for Fabio Miretti, that is born in 2003, but the midfielder is gonna stay to Juventus. Coach Massimiliano Allegri di Livorno appreciates him, and he considers the potential great player, and he considers him a potential great player. Here we go, anti-Allegri fans in the mud, and that's what we have to say, taking a bit of revenge. I'm sure that Allegri doesn't even know who is Miretti, but he said, you know what, if I have to take one young player and I have to prove all my haters wrong, you know what, let's take Miretti. I will say that he will play there so that the people will be in the mud. No, I'm joking. The guy, he played really well, 4 times as a starter in Serie A this season. He played in total 7 games for us, a few seconds here, a few seconds there, and then he played 4 games as a starter in Serie A. 4 games where you will tell me, yes, Beppe, but we were already qualified. First of all, it's a really great news. It's a really great news. Ciao, my friends. Cliff Esmiol, great talent, the future. When I will pass away, when I will stop with YouTube, Cliff Esmiol, from the moment that he will decide to stop speaking well about the other teams, he will be the future, my friends. But he needs to understand that you have to make choice. You can't just love everyone. Milan, Roma, Inter, Juve, Ascoli, Brescia, Catanzaro. He even loves teams that we never heard about. As long as they have the Italian flag on them, he loves them. But it is what it is. We have to appreciate everyone, my friends. Miretti is a real baller. He can only develop. Yeah. So what are the qualities of Miretti? The qualities of Miretti is, first of all, that he already played 11 years at Juve. He's a Juve supporter. He grew up with Juve. He started as a kid, started a bit more offensively. At a certain moment in his career, one of the coaches he said, I have the vision. You are a regista. You don't have to play up front. Makes no sense for you. Play a bit lower and he didn't want to. Of course, you don't want to. Hey, guys, you all play football. Maybe yes, maybe no, but most of you already played football, and it's true that if you are an offensive winger a la Douglas Costa, and they ask you to do Alexandro role, a bit you are not happy, of course, huh? But he did that. He appreciated that. And from that moment on, he always played in that role of regista. He never changed. He always had the number 8. He was captain of all the teams that he was playing with. So that's one of his great qualities. He knows Juventus from the youth until today. And that's a really beautiful news. The other one is that the guy, he has already a big maturity. He can play with 2 feet, with the left, with the right. He can shot from the distance. He can take the free kicks, but also he has really calm. You understand? He has a really great vision. He can play vertically, something that we are missing at Juve since so many years. We tried with Arthur, we tried with other midfielders there. We need someone that is able to play vertical, and he has these kind of talents. He has no problem under pressure, and these are all the things that we saw in the last 4 games. I already start watching and observing Miretti since 2 years, since he was playing with the under 19, also with the under 23 this season, and also seeing him developing with the first team. I also had the honor to see him live when I was there for Juve Lazio. The guy is a talent. He's a really, really great talent. So Juventus has a problem now. And I will read your comments in a second. Because here is the comment I wanted to speak about Max Anderson, who's saying, what are your opinion about Fagioli and Rovella? And this is a really great question. Good. Juventus has a problem of luxury. It's a big pity that we don't have different Mirettis, one as a left back, one as a right back, one offensively, one in the center of the defense, and so on and so on. We have a lot of Mirettis in the center of the field, some more as a box-to-box, mezzala, some more as a regista, the brain defensive midfield, and this is a problem because Juventus, since the departure of Pirlo, Marchisio, Vidal, Pogba, since that moment, our biggest problem is the midfield. We try to continue to win Scudetti with offensive players like Cristiano Ronaldo, with a really great defense with the BBC and so on, and we succeeded in that, changing coach sometimes, also with Sarri we won the Scudetto. How? Don't ask me, but we won it. But we have to admit that our problem is the midfield. And now we have a lot of youth. So people will tell me, Beppe, we have a lot of great young players now. We have Fagioli, we have Rovella, we have Miretti. Let's play all of them. No. Because these players, like you see at Real Madrid, like you see at Barcelona, at Manchester City, at Dortmund, at Bayern Munich, these kind of players, the young players, they are ready. When they are already good and talented, they are ready to enter teams that already has an idea of play, a DNA of how they are playing, an identity, and when everything is already perfectly oiled, or more or less. Because Barcelona, you will tell me, hey, Beppe, they are not perfectly oiled. And you are correct. You are absolutely correct about that. The difference is that they are training in a way, with a way of Barcelona, since that they are 5 years old. So they perfectly know what to do, okay? So don't tell me about Pedri, because Pedri doesn't come from the youth academy of Barcelona. He comes from another team. They bought him really young, yes, and then he continued to develop at Barcelona. So if we are speaking about Juventus, the problem is that we have Fagioli, Rovella, and Miretti. We discovered Miretti in first team. He's 18 years old. He's the youngest one of the 3 of them. We discovered that he has probably already a maturity that is higher than Rovella and Fagioli, that Juventus was not able to really test. Why? Because Rovella, he never played with Juve. Fagioli, yes, but Fagioli was not ready to play at Juve last season. We know that Pirlo, that is praised for young players and so on, he actually a bit messed up with Fagioli, because he brought him a lot of time on the bench without giving him the chance to play, except of 2 times versus a Coppa Italia team, a Serie B team, and then versus Crotone when we were already up 3-0 or something like that. I don't remember, a few minutes there. And he played really great, but that's it. So he was not able actually to train with the under 23. Sometimes he had to go to the under 23. He was not playing with the under 19. He was not playing with the first team. Because he was on the bench, he threw away 1 year, Fagioli. And that's why Fagioli, he really needed 1 year where he could play consistently without the big pressure, because he was already on all the papers, on the mouth of all the Juve supporters. So Fagioli was sent correctly in Serie B with a team, Cremonese, where he grew up before joining the youth academy of Juve. So he was already protected there, and he started to play really well. By the way, best young player of Serie B, deserved for Fagioli, a great player. Now, Fagioli, the problem is that he has 1 more year of contract with Juve. He said really clearly, I'm not going again on loan. I will not extend my contract to go on loan because I will lose myself. Or you keep me or you sell me. That's the idea of Fagioli. The other player is Rovella. Rovella probably one of the most ready between the three. Why? Because Rovella already played 2 seasons in Serie A with Genoa. And he could be, or Cagliari. So I don't forget. No, Genoa. He played with Genoa. But the problem with Rovella is he's also a regista, a great player with a beautiful future, but he didn't play this season, or he played half of them because he was always injured. So taking a young injury-prone player while you already tested Miretti would be crazy. You can cash in with some of these players, maybe with Fagioli, maybe with Rovella. It also depends on what you will have in your midfield, because Juventus do not want to rebuild the midfield with young promises like we did partially with Locatelli, McKennie. No, Juventus wants now to have some stability, some players where they are believing in, like Paul Pogba, like maybe the dream Sergei Milinkovic-Savic, with Locatelli, players that are ready to step up immediately and to create something and give something that we are waiting. And then the youth project is having some players ready, like Miretti and maybe a Fagioli, ready to be there on the bench, ready to start and play also when the other ones are tired or where they need a bit of rotation. So, continuing, we'll speak of course Ryan Saliba about Udogie. Don't forget about Ranocchia. Ranocchia will probably also go on loan. Good player. Ranocchia played with Vicenza this year on loan, but is not at the caliber at the other ones. Thank you for your donation. Ron Rositano is saying, Ciao Beppe, is there a viable center back in our Mercato to replace Chiellini? I will answer you directly. Yes, there are a lot of names that Juventus is interested in. There is one big dream that is called Koulibaly. And there are some possibilities for Koulibaly. We will continue to speak about Miretti in a second. I really want to answer the question of Ron, because it's a donation, because it's my friend, and because otherwise I will forget, or I will answer in 30 minutes, because I want to speak also about Allegri and the myth of I'm not using young players. But that's why I will answer immediately. Yes, defenders, you know that the first objective for Juve was Rudiger, but Rudiger was asking crazy money. Bonus at the signature and 11 million euro a season, more than all the team, and this was absolutely not acceptable from Juve, and also him. He was hesitant and so on and so on. So at the end he went to Real Madrid. From that moment our second objective was Bremer. The problem is that sneaky Marotta, sneaky Inter, they already went on the player and they nearly finalized everything. So Inter is on Bremer since already November. They didn't finalize yet. That's why we don't close the door totally for him, but we can say that virtually he's already an Inter player. We missed it, guys. We missed him. There is another name that Juventus has in the radar, and it's the top 3. So Rudiger, Bremer, there is a top 3, and it is Koulibaly. It's Koulibaly. What's the name of Koulibaly? Kabila. I don't know. Wait, I need to know. So I will do some research. What's the name here? Koulibaly. Kalidou. Mamma mia. Try to say it at home. It's a really nice exercise. I should try to do it more and more before going live. Kalidou Koulibaly. No, cazzo. Kalidou Koulibaly is an objective of Juventus because he's strong. Can you already imagine the defense? Koulibaly with De Ligt Koulibaly. That would be really beautiful. Koulibaly on the left side, really strong, physical, a beast. Next to another beast, De Ligt, strong, physically, also aggressive on the player. That would be really beautiful. Really, really, really beautiful. Now, Koulibaly, he has one more year of contract with Napoli. Napoli, they wanted to extend Koulibaly. You are laughing with me. You are laughing, but I would love to see you at home saying the same. Kalidou Koulibaly. And speaking fast. I would love to see you at home saying it, but unfortunately I can't see you, and you will all tell me that you are perfect. I know. We will speak about Gabriel as well, because in the second fascia, in the second group of names. So, Napoli wants to renew Koulibaly. They already presented an offer for Koulibaly to extend him. One offer. They don't have the same money. They can't go astronomical numbers for him. So they proposed an offer. It was a take it or leave it. And Koulibaly said, no. I love Napoli, I have no problem, but I will not accept the renewal at the condition. So we stop the negotiation. We are still friends. I am still a player of Napoli, of course, there is no problem, but no. So what is Napoli doing? Napoli is actually saying, we will put you on the market because we don't want to lose you for free next season. So they put him unofficially on the market so that they can cash in. The agents, the entourage of Koulibaly, they went immediately to Barcelona and they proposed the player there. They also spoke with Juventus because Juventus is there and they say, you know what? Keep us up to date. We want to know about Koulibaly. We are interested. The numbers that we are speaking about are between 30-35 million euro. It's not that excessive. If you want a player like Koulibaly that you can pair with De Ligt, you are secure of having a really great duo for the next 3-4 years at least, because Koulibaly is 30. So he's born in 91. He will be 31 soon. But that can be a really great one. 3-4 years, you have the perfect defense. Koulibaly, De Ligt. Of course, we are speaking about 30-35 today. But if Barcelona is going and they said we want to pay 35. If there is another team going and they say we pay 40, and then the price can increase, and let's see until where Juventus can compete there. But I believe that Juventus should really go for him, but today he is not the top priority of Juventus. Why? Because we still have other options and we are worrying and taking actually part on other discussions, priorities, like Steve Slick is asking, what about Paul Pogba? We are speaking about Pogba, we are speaking about Di Maria, and we are also trying about Sergei Milinkovic. 5%, because we heard the words of Lotito today, but until it's not a definitive no from Lotito to Juventus, Juventus will try to push. So we need two things in order to go for a really strong center defender that is Koulibaly. It's to cash in some money. Because if you really want to go for Sergei Milinkovic-Savic, for Koulibaly, for these players, they are not free. Pogba is free. Di Maria is free. Perisic was free because apparently now he already received a counter proposition from Inter. These players were free. But the other ones you will have to pay them, and we don't have an unlimited budget. It's not like we go to the players and we say, you know what, you will be the vice president. You play, but you are also vice president. It's not that you say, you know what, if you play with us, we pay you 300 million. We are not Qatar, we are not Paris Saint-Germain, so we can't say to everyone you will become the future president or the new president, you will choose the coach and so on. This is not possible for Juventus, so we have to calculate, and we know that we will receive some cash for Kulusevski, for Demiral, for Mandragora. The problem with Mandragora is that Torino is trying to do sneaky. Instead of 40 million, they don't want. It's a bit the situation of Morata. They don't want to give us the 40 million, so they will try to negotiate. But if we don't sell him to Torino, maybe we will not be able to sell him anymore. So we'll have to accept a lower offer. These kind of players, we need to understand what will happen with Rabiot, that received 2 offers, one concrete from Newcastle, one some interest, not a proposal yet, but from Chelsea. What about McKennie? We need to sell, and the market is not open yet. Now we are starting with the hot hours. First the free transfers, then the other ones. And Pogba should be the first player of Juventus. If we are looking at Fabiana Della Valle, she just reported here, and you can see it in the last words of Mohamed El Shahali. And by the way, he was speaking about Koulibaly. Let's see if I'm lying or not. But about Pogba, Fabiana Della Valle, that is writing on Gazzetta dello Sport, and that with the new management is really on top of all the news. She was saying to Radio Bianconera, for Pogba, there is very little missing to make it official. For Di Maria, the deal is at a good stage, but some details need to be fine-tuned. Also, Di Maria apparently was proposed to Barcelona. These two will join for sure. So Fabiana is saying, the two will join for sure. We are sure about it. Pogba and Di Maria. We just need a few details, and they will be announced. She's skeptical on Perisic, but I already explained to you, because Perisic, why not? Juve said, you know what, if it flops, we are here, let us know. They discussed, he will probably continue with Inter, he's happy. Why should he change house? You know, it's annoying. Did you already change apartment or house or went to another city? It's annoying. It's annoying. He's happy there in Milano, beautiful city. He has an apartment. Imagine if he has to again to change, to choose the house, and then you have to create new habits. And no, so probably will continue there. And she's skeptical about Perisic. Juve made an offer to Inter, but Inter have relaunched. Koulibaly is liked by Allegri and the club. He would be the ideal profile to replace Chiellini, but he cost a lot. It will depend on the recovered funds of Juve and how they will be used. She's actually saying what I'm telling you about Koulibaly. Let's continue about the news about Koulibaly. According to what has been reported by Sport Mediaset, Juventus inquired about Koulibaly with his agent Faldi Ramadani, that we already have a contact, because if I'm not wrong, it's the same one as the one of Pjanic and so on. But for now, the Senegalese defender would not intend to accept the Bianconeri proposal. Mamma mia. I don't like that. Wait. A small clarification on Koulibaly. The player was proposed to the Bianconeri by his entourage. It's not even Juve that went. It was the entourage. I told you that they went to Barcelona. Apparently now it's also the agents that went not only to Barcelona but also to Juve. Juve would be willing to offer 25 million, a number that is considered too low by Napoli. I told you, Napoli would let Koulibaly go for close to 35. Mamma mia. On top, Beppe, the Mercato. Guys, probably they were writing it while they were listening to the live. The Partenopei would let him go anywhere at that number, except at Juve. Mamma mia. Again. And here we are again. We start. I wanted to speak about Lotito. And Aurelio De Laurentiis is not much better. He's not much better. Mamma mia, what a disaster. Buonanotte, Robin. Buonanotte. What a disaster. You see, that's the problem with Italy. And then they are crying that the best players are going abroad. But if every time that Juventus has a bit of money and they are offering you that money, you say, no, I understand that you want to sell him for 35. That's for me a reasonable price for Koulibaly. But if every time that you go and look, and it's written here, Napoli would let Koulibaly go for close to 35 million, but they would let him go anywhere at that number except at Juve. And this is the problem. And we are again at a corrupt Italian strange mentality. Does that happen at Bayern Munich? No, it doesn't happen at Bayern Munich, because at Bayern Munich they give them the players. And that's the problem that we have in Italy. You want to pay the price. It's not that you don't want to. You want to pay the price, then if you go with 25 and they tell you fuck off, they are correct because you are underpaying. But if you say, you know what, we give you 35, what's the problem? And that's where we go to Sergei Milinkovic-Savic that Juventus already wanted to buy in 2018. I went back to some papers, to some from front pages of 2018. They already wanted to buy that money. They said, you know what, let's go and pay that money. Pay that money to Milinkovic-Savic, but you know what they said? They said, no, we want 120 million euro. That was too much. That was too much. Too much. So what happened? He stayed there, he renewed, and so on and so on. We are in 2022, 4 years later. Juve wants to approach for Sergei Milinkovic-Savic. Lotito is saying 100 million for a player that is 4 years older, that is already 27, is a really great player. Really great. I would love to have him. Juventus wants to go for Sergei on top of Pogba. So it's not even only Pogba. It's Pogba plus Sergei Milinkovic-Savic. Then, of course, if you buy Sergei at a big price, 70 million, it's for sure that it will be more difficult to go for other top priorities like Renan Lodi and so on. But they want to go, Lotito doesn't want, like Aurelio De Laurentiis, he doesn't want to. And then guys, you can criticize Juventus how much you want, but this is a reality. This is how it works. Juventus in Italy, they need to overpay players. Sisman is saying it depends on Koulibaly if he wants to join Juve. No, it's not true. It's not true. It is for other players like Ronaldo at Manchester United, like Çalhanoğlu when he was playing in a strange German team, and he said that he was sick and he was at home until the team, I don't remember who it was in Germany, they said, you know what, the guy, he even changed his phone number, he's not even answering, you know what, we will accept the offer from Leverkusen. And at the time, what did he do, Çalhanoğlu? Before being out of that medical sickness letter, he went and he trained with Leverkusen with his new team. This is not how it works with presidents like De Laurentiis and with Lotito, because they are Italian, because the ego is big and huge, and they don't care. They don't care. And that's why I also want to speak about Commisso in a second, because Commisso, blah blah blah, blah blah blah, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. Today he spoke again about Juventus, about Vlahovic, about Chiesa, about everything. So we will have to speak about that. But it's a big monologue today, and I want to read a bit of your comments. De Laurenti dorme ancora male per il trasferimento di Pipita. È vero, è verissimo. De Laurentiis, how was it possible that Juventus bought Pipita Higuain? Because De Laurentiis, he had put a clause of 90 million on Higuain. And Juventus, they bought him after Pogba, cash, without discussion. And they went and they did the medical test in Madrid, you know, in secret, nobody knew. They went, they paid. I remember the 2 days before, De Laurentiis, he even said never, he will never go there. They will not buy him, they will never pay the clause. Juventus went, but Koulibaly has no clause. So Koulibaly can do whatever he wants. If he's doing difficult with De Laurentiis will put him 1 year on the stands. They don't care. They don't care. They don't care. It's the truth, my friends. But maybe he will accept a player, maybe, but the value will continue to be 100 million. If he goes to Manchester United, for example, probably he will be satisfied and happy between 65 and 70 million euro. And this is not okay. This is not okay. Amicone, Beppe, if we need time, rebuild, but after the transfer window with the signing the Scudetto is a must on paper. We have the best team, but at the moment we don't have the best team. Huh? At the moment we have a team that will be changed and we will have to see who will join because it's beautiful to speak about Pogba, Di Maria, Sergei, Koulibaly, Renan Lodi or Udogie. It's beautiful, but at the moment I didn't see any player, and what is totally normal because we just finished Serie A. Makes totally sense. There is also a sense of urgency. Yes, he's a Juve fan. Yeah, we need to sell players, but Juventus is really active. Why is Cherubini in London? You think that he's there because he loves the Big Ben or he wants to see the Queen? Who cares about the Queen and Big Ben? That's not why he's there. He's there to negotiate, to speak. How many players are there in UK that we want? We know that Premier League players most of the time they are failing at Juve. Juventus, they went for Gabriel, but apparently Gabriel is great, is doing great. He's loved by his coach at Arsenal. He loves to be there. He has no problem. So Gabriel, it's over for Juve, except of really strange things. That's why you are hearing Thomas Partey. Why? Because Cherubini is not there to only buy. If we hear the names of Gabriel and Thomas Partey, it's because Juventus is trying to sell Arthur. Juventus is trying to sell McKennie, Rabiot, a lot of players there. In swap situations or for cash, let's see. We are listening to all the possibilities, to all the offers. Maybe we're speaking with our friends Paratici if he wants other players and so on and so on. So we are speaking with all the teams because we need to cash in, like Aussie is saying. We need to cash in. And I believe that Paratici giving some new life to Bentancur, to Kulusevski, made actually the other clubs open their eyes on players like Rabiot, for example, because they know that maybe they are not at their top of their form or of their game at Juve, but maybe in another league, maybe with other motivations, they can do great because they are really quite talented players. That means that Paratici was not that bad in selecting the players. Bentancur, Kulusevski, guys, I have both of them. I have the shirt. I don't buy shirt just because I like the name, how it's written on the shirt. No, I buy some players because I think that they are potential, they are great. I believe that they can give more. Then sometimes it flops. The Queen, maybe the Queen will come to Juve marriage. You're right. Bentancur is flying, but how many times at Juve he was flopping? How many times he was doing not assists to Kulusevski to score, he was doing assists to Szczesny, and then it was actually assists for Porto. Do you remember how many times we were saying that? Even if at a certain moment I was even believing he could be really strong. Pulse, I was speaking about Pogba. Yes, details are there. So Juventus is on a lot of players, my friends. We start with the free agents and then we continue. So center backs, Rudiger is gone, Bremer is gone. We'll try for Koulibaly, but if De Laurentiis he doesn't want to, it will stop really soon. Then who are the other names? Gabriel is over, so one player that is left at the end is Acerbi from Lazio. Maybe, guys, okay, if they tell you, of course I like Bentancur, Siamak. I always said that I liked Bentancur, but look at how he's performing at Tottenham. So the qualities were there, but he was not showing them at Juve. He did it for 1 season, 2 seasons, and not even at that level, especially not at that level. But there was something, There was something. Look, it's true. Antonio is remembering a really great one. Claudio Lotito was also mobbing Pandev. And because he knows, because they are coming from the same country, Antonio and Pandev, and they got to court and Pandev won. Then he went to Inter, unfortunately. But I want to say that people like Lotito and Aurelio De Laurentiis are the evil of Italian football. But Italian football is like that. And now I want to go to Commisso and his words. Yeah, Wolf is remembering the Bentancur Porto. Mamma mia, mamma mia, disaster, disaster. But speaking about Commisso, I already said it in the past on the channel, but you don't believe me. Today, Commisso, he went with bold statements. He said, il ragazzino ci ha rovinati. What does that mean? Maybe I have it here, wait, so that I have the right words. Wait, where did I write it? I wrote it a bit earlier today, after the video of today. I have it, I found it, here. So, Commisso on Vlahovic. The young gentleman... In Italian, it was a bit more annoying. Il signorino. When you're saying il signorino, it's not nice. It's not nice. It's like the stupid kid or something like that. It's il signorino is not nice. Okay, but he said il signorino, the young gentleman, ruined us. He promised us he would renew, and we didn't get anyone in September. He refused Arsenal, Real Madrid, and Atletico Madrid, and closed with Juve in just 1 week. So, okay, so speaking about him, speaking about Commisso that has a big mouth, I want to give you a few examples, because it's not the first time that he's speaking bad about Juve. You have to understand that Commisso is a Juve fan. He's a Juve fan. He has always been. I know, because he comes from Brooklyn, and he has always known that he's a real Juve fan. He's not 20 anymore, that you change team suddenly. In his heart, he will always be a Juventino. You never forget about your first love. I always said that you can change car, you can change job, you can change wife, you can't change your team. Look at Berlusconi, he's the president of Monza now, the Serie B team. He was there. He was partying with 2 beautiful young blonde wives. He was jumping there. Chi non salta nerazzurro è at the party of Milan, because they never forget. The heart is there. Commisso, he knows that when he arrives at Fiorentina, and sorry guys if we go back a bit retro, but I really need to explain you, and then I need to speak to Sam. Stop it, otherwise I will kick you out of the chat today, because we are not even speaking about Allegri. So stop, and I will speak about Allegri. Sam, stop, or I will kick you out. We are speaking about Commisso. It's not a Juve fake fan, he's a real fan. Ryan, I explain you. He arrives at Fiorentina, and Fiorentina, they hate Juve. They hate Juve so much because they are crazy. For not only for Baggio, it goes back in time, but that's another story. What does he do? Juventus was about to close with the old property Federico Chiesa. He should have been a player of Juve early, even before. But Commisso arrived and he said, you know what, I'm just arriving as a president of Fiorentina. I can't sell my best player immediately to the black and white, because otherwise the Fiorentina fans, they will kill me. They will say you just arrived as a president and you sell our best player. So he said no, he's going nowhere, Federico Chiesa, and that's how he's also winning the trust of the Fiorentina fans. You know that some fans, especially in these small reality, small clubs, they can destroy you as a president, because then they go crazy with fire in the stands and with banners outside of stadium. You know that. So he needs really to have their respect. So he said, I don't sell Chiesa. But he's smart, because the year after, he's putting all the blame on Federico Chiesa. I also heard the story that Fiorentina was in a tour in America the first year, and when they announced that he had to stay 1 more year instead of going to Juve, I heard that Federico Chiesa was in the bus of the tour, and he was crying. Guys, you believe me or not, these are the stories that I tell you. He was crying because he had to stay there at Fiorentina. Okay, he stays. The year later, he sell him. And he sell him for a lot of money, for 60 million. Okay, not cashing in immediately, but on a special 2-year loan with bonuses and so on. But at the end for 60 million euro. 60 million euro is a lot of money, not for the Chiesa of the Euro, but the pre-Euro Chiesa that was still a promise, because we were all doubting about Chiesa. He received a lot of money. But it's not stopping there, because what he's doing actually is that a few months later he's going towards the paper, towards the journalist, and what is he saying, Commisso? He's saying, Juventus, they robbed us Chiesa for one reason, because they have more money than the other clubs from Italy. So if they want to, they put cash on the table and they buy you Chiesa, and you can't resist. So he's putting the blame on Chiesa and he's putting the blame on Juventus. That's why he sold Chiesa. But what is he doing in the meanwhile, our friend Commisso? What is he doing? He's taking Gattuso for the new coach 1 week after they have some words. He's putting Gattuso out and he's going to Spezia. And he's buying out a clause for Italiano of 1 million euro to Italiano. So actually, while he's pointing finger at Juventus, calling them robbery and so on, he's doing actually the same with a small team like Spezia. He's paying 1 million for the coach Italiano and Spezia was without coach. He's smart. He's a businessman. What is he doing? He's selling Vlahovic to Juve for 75 million euro, nearly 80 million euro. I don't know how you can say the young kid here ruined us, because, guys, ruin me. If you give me 80 million euro to buy over GJustjuve channel, I will not say that I am ruined. I will probably tell you that I am sad. That is a pity, because I love the channel, but I will not tell you that I am ruined because I received 80 million euro. Cazzo, he's doing the stadium. The new stadium. He's really doing a beautiful project with Fiorentina. Pay attention for the future of Fiorentina, because he's strange, the guy, but he's smart. And he's putting the blame on Vlahovic. Why? So that the Fiorentina fans that are starting to complain that with Vlahovic probably they would have finished 4th or 5th or whatever, going to Europa League or Champions League, he's putting the blame on Vlahovic. It's true that Vlahovic was refusing Real Madrid, Arsenal, Atletico, all the teams. That's correct, that's true. But ruining it's another story. So there is a difference between Commisso that is blah, 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 but at the end, is selling, and quite well, to Juve, and there is another story, Lotito and Aurelio De Laurentiis, that are totally out of control. They are crazy because they prefer to die or to give away the player for free somewhere else than giving it to Juve. This is the truth. So let me read, because I'm speaking so much about Commisso. George, IG, but Imo, I rather have Loca over Jorginho. I don't understand, guys. Pay attention, words of Fabrizio Romano. Qualcuno in Italia afferma che Perisic sta chiudendo l'accordo per il rinnovo contrattuale con l'Inter, ma non è vero. Al momento Perisic non ha alcun accordo con alcuna società. So Fabrizio Romano is reporting about Perisic, and then we can go to to Kostic. He's speaking about Perisic, and he's saying that some people are saying in Italy that Perisic has found the agreement with Inter, but it is not true. At the moment, Perisic didn't find any agreement with any team. So at the moment, Perisic is a free agent on the market, which is not bad. We must give him the number 10 immediately. To Commisso. No. Ciao, Steve. Steve is there as well. Chiesa is the best player on Juve by far. Speaking about Chiesa, guys. Chiesa is a player that I already spoke about it in the video this morning, but I will repeat you. We will not see before long. He will miss all the preseason, because you know that the preseason starts really early this season because of a World Cup break. So we will start on the 4th of July. really early. He will miss that season. He will probably arrive in October, starting training, and then we will see him on the field in October. He will already have missed 12 games of Serie A by then, plus a lot of games of Champions League by then. Guys, and then the time that he arrives in form, November, mid-November, we stop with World Cup, and then he comes back in January. So expect to see a player like Federico Chiesa at 70% of his capacity around January. And that's why Juventus wanted to go for a free player like Perisic, for having actually someone that could be on temporary on that left wing. But apparently it's starting to be a bit more difficult, and we know that we have a big problem on the left, because with Alexandro, Rabiot, Morata, the left wing is a real, it's like a beautiful house where one part of the house is totally broken, it's old and so on, and you have to renew that facade. Yeah. So that's what Juventus tries to do on the left side. And as Perisic started to be a bit complicated and so on, they were not 100% sure. They started informing themselves about Kostic. Who is Kostic? Filip Kostic is a Serbian player. You see here, Serbian player. His preferred foot is the left. So that I need to understand how Juventus want to play, because we know that when we are playing 4-3-3, most of the time we are putting the left foot player on the right side and the right foot player on the left. This time I need to understand if Filip Kostic can also play there. Apparently yes, because at Frankfurt, Eintracht Frankfurt, he's playing on the left side of the field. Really creative player, nice attack, beautiful technique, not great in defense, so pay attention to Allegri, not that great in defense and in tactic. If we want to compare to maybe Morata, can we compare to Alvaro Morata? You see that Alvaro Morata is a lot less creative, lot less technique, but what does he has, Morata? Actually, not a lot, a bit, he's more tactic, you understand more the positioning on the field a bit better. Otherwise, not a lot. By the way, we have to welcome Locatelli that not only will be one of the key players of Juventus 22-23, but also in the chat on our channel he decided to become a supporter of the channel, a member. Grande Locatelli, thank you my friend, really appreciate it. Let's play the music while I'm drinking a bit. Mamma mia, again, some player, Anonymous is saying he's too old. Mamma mia, 29 years, he's too old. Guys, what do you want? 29 years is too old. For 18 million euros, 15 million euros. Too old. Too old what? Then I can ask my son. My son is 14. He's 14. I can ask him if we can already sign his future son. I don't know when he will be born. Maybe in 6 years, maybe in 10 years, but maybe he will be young enough. I don't know, guys. Now we are exaggerating. 29 days old. I get old. Guys, don't forget these players. Kostic is there. And I'm explaining you since 30 minutes why we are looking for someone. It's not to be the starter of Juventus for the next 10 years. It's because we are waiting for Federico Chiesa. I'm explaining you more easy than that. I don't know. How can I explain you better? We are looking for someone that can be there on the left because we don't want to spend 35 million on Morata. We are looking for a player that can be there temporary, the time that Chiesa will be there, because I am not counting on a fabulous season of Chiesa, and I hope I'm wrong. I'm not counting on a fabulous season of Chiesa next season. Probably in 23-24 we will have again the season of Chiesa. Next year, every single game that he will play, every single goal that he will play, I will see as a pure joy, as something that I was not expecting. And that will be beautiful. But we need someone that is instant ready. Allegri knows him, Allegri likes him, he's a player, and we were looking at a few of his stats that we can go on. By the way, I was looking here. I can tell you, Kostic. Let me go. Kostic, Filip Kostic. If you're looking at this season in Bundesliga, 9 assists, 4 goals. In Europa League, 6 assists. So he's already at 15 assists. And how much? 3 plus 4, 7 goals. But if you are going season by season, you know that since 2018, he's doing a lot of really great things, my friends. So Eintracht Frankfurt, let's go back there. Okay, here we are. And you see that in 18-19 already, look, 33 goals, 63 assists in 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 seasons, 63 assists divided by 4. 63 divided by 4, it's 16 assists per season. In all competition, of course. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's really a lot. In terms of goals, 33 divided by 4 is 8 goals per season. Yeah. Left midfield, he played 151 games. Left winger a bit less, so he can play defensively, offensively, can play maybe in a 4-3-3. Guys, why not? Then, am I an expert of Kostic? Absolutely not. Until this morning, I never heard about that player. But he's the instant ready player that can take a step in his career, and he knows already about, what's his name? The other one, Vlahovic. Because they are both Serbian. Guys. Eh. What is Locatelli saying? When I saw him at West Ham, he played very well. You see, I hope Kostic is not injury prone if we get him. But that's also something that we need to check. So we can go and check about Kostic and his injuries. So injury history. I'm scared, Mama. I'm scared. Ooh. Wait, 4 seasons? How many games did he miss in 4 seasons? 0 in 18-19. He missed 2 games in 19-20, 4 games in 20, and 3 games in 21-22. One of them was coronavirus. The other one was influenza, because he had a bit of fever. He has no injuries. The guy is good. He's good. Then at Juve, maybe probably he will start be injured, but not here. No, guys. No, a good player, guys. If we can't have Perisic because he decide to go somewhere else or he decide to remain at Inter, I don't know. A Kostic, 29, that can start on the left wing, can stay there a few times until Chiesa comes back and then be the replacement of Chiesa, I don't say no. Guys, cheap, he has 1 more year of contract, cheap salary coming from Eintracht Frankfurt. Why not? But again, he's not my ideal starter for Juve for the next 5 years. That is Federico Chiesa, of course. If you buy the top Mbappe, let's say you buy a Neymar or Mbappe, what do you do with Chiesa when he comes back? What do you do with Chiesa? That's a problem. Fabio Paratici is smart, huh? He's smart. He's a really great scout, huh? I hope Chiesa will have a good rest in the next year. This will help him healing more. But you know it. Zaniolo came faster again. Spinazzola, but it was another injury. But you know how many players from ACL, you come back, crack. You come back too fast, crack. Demiral, when he came back, he needed 1 year before being again at top form. When did he discover his form again? When he was at Atalanta. Because the year that he came back and that he was ready to play at Juve, he didn't play that well. He didn't play that much. He was not in form. He needed 1 year to be at his perfect condition. So it's true that some players can heal a bit faster and so on, but not that much. Ciao Sar, I watched Kostic a lot last season and I have to say that his crosses are one of the best in Europe. Guys, and what are we missing? We miss some crosses. Or some guys on the left side, we have a problem. We have a big problem. So if you're able to give me what's his name? Kostic, I don't know, Kostic on the left, Di Maria on the right, because you forget, but Di Maria, instant player on the right, Kostic, instant player on the left, Vlahovic there, Pogba, another midfielder, we have to understand who. But you tell me, maybe Sergei Milinkovic-Savic with Locatelli, with some young players like Miretti, Fagioli, you keep Zakaria on the right, and you have another player, Rabiot, because what McKennie is sold, 6 great midfielders there, beautiful strikers, because don't forget about Cuadrado that is there as well. Maybe Moisken, not sure. Then on the left side, on the right, you have Danilo and you have also De Sciglio. Defense, Koulibaly, De Ligt, Bonucci, Rugani, or you do a swap Rugani with Acerbi, I don't care, with Gatti. On the left side, you have a problem. And what is the problem? Zakaria is not impressive. Guys, Zakaria, he impressed me a lot the first games that he was playing. Honestly, I'm really honest with you. He impressed me a lot because I never saw someone that was that precise in his passes, with a lot of power, understanding the game when he had to go up, taking his chance, because it's a midfielder of 1 shot on target per game. 1 shot on target per game. Then he had that small, stupid injury, and then he had to adapt to Serie A. Hey, he comes from Borussia Mönchengladbach. It's not coming from a top club. Going in a bigger team, a team that was not working well. Injury, end of season, this. Giving at least the benefit of the doubt. Then, if you are telling me, I'm not sure about Zakaria, I understand. If you are telling me that he's bad, I don't agree. Give him at least the benefit of the doubt, because not impressive. He played 13 games with Juve, parts of games for a lot of time as well. So, and that's what Locatelli is saying. How can you judge Zakaria negatively immediately? I was impressed by how he entered immediately, because the 2-3 games were really great. I don't know if he will be the surprise or not, because depending on what Juventus will buy. But I told you, I was super impressed by the player, and I continue to believe that he can be a cheap, really great player. Is he a bench player that enters or a starter? I don't know. Let's see. But I believe that he can be really good. Then, maybe Vit is correct and he will not impress. If he doesn't impress, we don't care. We bought him for €5 million. He doesn't have a really high salary. It's a player where you can do a profit in 1 year, 2 years, if he really doesn't impress. And that's something that I liked with Zakaria, that Juventus didn't take the risk like with Rabiot, like Ramsey and so on. You buy, you try, he's giving something great. Otherwise, buonasera, ciao. Ci vediamo la prossima. If we're speaking about the left side, because that's the problem, and I will repeat you, and you will not pay attention. Alert. We have a news. Amici miei, my friends, Juventini of the world. We are Tuesday. In Italy, in Belgium, we are already Wednesday, since 15 minutes. The microphone is ready. Juventus Football Club would like to announce a big signing. They want to announce that big signing by the end. Juventus wants to announce the big signing by the end of this week. Mercato is crazy. La 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 la. Mercato is crazy. La la la. Mercato is crazy tonight. Mercato is crazy tonight. Mercato is crazy tonight. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Mercato is crazy tonight. La 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 la. Mercato is crazy tonight. La 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 la. I show you the news, otherwise you will not believe me. Mirko Di Natale. He said now to Juventus would like to announce a big signing by the end of the week or maximum end of May, early June. Hey guys, I need to train, I need to train, my friends. Mamma mia. That's a beautiful combo. Finally we have great news. Finally we have great news. Finally we have great news. Mamma mia. Guys, okay, I will read the comment of Steve Slick in a second, but I need you to vote. I need you to vote. So, first, big signing. Will it be Pogba? Will it be Di Maria? Or someone else? We never know, Here we go. Here we go. That would be needed. The vote is there. And now I want to... New signing is Beppe. No, I'm not... guys, who knows? Who knows? You know that soon I will discuss with Juve for season 22-23. We'll see. We will see if I will continue or not. And you never know. Maybe sometimes it's yes, sometimes it's no. So we will discuss. But let me say thank you to my friend Steve Slick. Thank you for the donation, my friends. Thank you, buddy. Steve Slick is saying... Ale, 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 oh. Juve need a complete rebuild. And I don't know if they can buy everything they need this year. Pogba, Jorginho, Sergej, Milinkovic-Savic, Di Maria, Perisic, Kostic, Koulibaly, Lodi, Emerson. Not sure who will be back up. Vlahovic. It's correct. Juventus needs 5-6 players. A left back. We need to come back on Udogie. Because we wanted to speak about our left back. But then that crazy news arrived. Be prepared, We are Tuesday. Pay attention. Pay attention. 72% of the people are saying it's Pogba. Halma. Mamma mia. Did you see the black shirt? Leaks of the black shirt. Imagine Pogba arrives with a new shirt. Mamma mia. So, speaking about what Steve is saying, you can buy multiple players, but you can't buy probably all your top names on the list. That's impossible. So you will have probably to go with domino effect. You buy Milinkovic-Savic at 75 million, maybe. Then you will have to buy maybe Kostic and Emerson and Acerbi. Or you don't buy Milinkovic-Savic, but you go for Paredes, that Paris Saint-Germain wants to sell Paredes, and then you can go maybe for Lodi. You see the difference? But of course, Allegri already asked for a sub Vlahovic. Not a big name, but maybe a player like Arnautovic. Muriel, he wants to go to Juve because he knows that it's the last possibility he has to really play at the top club. He knows that He doesn't have 90 minutes in his leg at top level, but he can change the game because he has these kind of phenomenal moments, especially as a super sub. The problem with Muriel is that if he enters, the game has to change because he's not Vlahovic. He can play together with Vlahovic, but not for 90 minutes. So Muriel is a player that is attracted by Juve. He wants to try his chance. Juve likes him, but probably he's not the one, because if, and I hope not, Vlahovic is due to miss 5 games because of COVID or a new virus, or I don't know, we need to play with Muriel. And that's the mistake that we did this season. With Dybala, we were playing one way of playing. Without Dybala, we had to change the lineup because nobody had the same characteristics as Dybala. And that was a problem. Ron Rusitano is saying how serious is Juve on Raspadori? A lot. Juventus, we are not speaking too much about Raspadori now because Raspadori is an Inter fan, but that we don't care. We will not say it anymore. But Raspadori is still on the list of Juve. A lot of people are even saying that he's really close to Juve. So it's absolutely not a no. But first we need to understand who they will take on the left. Will Di Maria sign? Will Pogba sign? These are the first. We need to start with the domino effect. Pogba and Di Maria, they are that close. There will be one that will be announced apparently beginning or end of this week. Mamma mia. That's really close. Beginning of this week, end of. But if it's not now, it's next week, because that's what was written in the Telegram group by Mirko Di Natale. Because end May is next week, Monday, Tuesday. Beginning of June is right after, from Wednesday. So 1 week and we have a new player, the first player. So we will change a lot. Now, speaking about some problems are Alexandro. Alexandro do not want to leave. He doesn't want to leave Juventus. He said, I don't care. I don't leave. Are we angry at Alexandro? No, we are not. Thank you for your donation, Steve. No, Zapata, he will not. He will not come. He's a player that still wants to be a starter. No, he will not come. The monkey prox. I heard that. I don't know what it is. I heard that, and apparently because I'm living in Belgium, in Belgium they are all scared. I was focusing on Pogba and Di Maria. I didn't read too much about monkey prox, but I heard the name. Yeah. You know that Giorgio Chiellini was a Milan fan. Don't forget that. Paolo Maldini is a Juve fan. He's a Juve fan. Now he's lying that he loves Milan. It's not true. He's a Juventino. No, of course, he became a Milan fan. He spent all his career there, but he's a Juve fan. Juve fan Maldini, Milan fan Giorgio Chiellini. So you have a lot of these players that when you're professional, you change. Like Paolo Dybala will become an Interista. Guys, because we didn't even pronounce the name of Paolo Dybala. So 75% of the people are saying Pogba will be announced as first, before Di Maria. You know what? I wish it's Pogba. You know, I'm still hesitant. I'm still hesitant. 8% of the people said someone else. No, it will be between Pogba and Di Maria. Alexandro, the problem with Alexandro is he has 1 more year of contract. 1 more year of contract. 6.5 million net in his pocket. 6 months before the World Cup. Okay? With Brazil. If you change now, first of all, who will give you 6.5 million? Nobody. He's good at Juve. He knows that he's there, that he probably will play a lot of games again, because this season, Alexandro, that was a lot on the bench. At the end, if you're counting, he played 40 games. How much too many? 40 games too many. But he played them. 40 games, that's a lot of games that he played. I think the one that played most games was 48 games. I have it here. I will tell you who was the player that played most games, because yesterday I made some statistics of all the players. The one that played most games, 40 Szczesny, 42 De Ligt, 45 Quadrado, 45 Rabiot. There is one player that played 48. Can you guess who? That's the player that played most games of all Juve players. Who can guess? The player that played most games of Juve. No, Armstrong. Szczesny is good. Pinsoglio. Yeah. Pinsoglio played 45 minutes. Rabiot played 45. 45. It's together with Quadrado, they are second. So there is one player that played more games. Sule. Sule played how long? 48 seconds, maybe. Danilo played how much? 31. He was injured a long time. Stavros and Gravush, he was. De Ligt played less. No, actually, it's who said it first? There is one. Yes, Stefan Biro said Morata. Shadow 975 Morata. And Caio Jorge, of course. Aldi Indra Morata. Yes, Joao Cancelo. So it's Morata with 48 games. He's the one that played most games at Juve. Most games at Juve. I would never have guessed that without check. Yesterday I made all the calculations. But 48 games, all competitions, of course. 48 games for Morata. Thomas, it's over. Under 23 is over. We are eliminated, Thomas. We played versus Padova. We lost the first game 1-0. We won the return game 1-0. But because they were higher ranked than us in the regular season, they went through. So it's not even extra time or penalties. It's accumulation of things. And if you are drawing at the end with aggregate score, the one that was in regular season highest, they are going. So under 23, it's over. Juventus women is over. First team men is over. The only one that are still playing some playoffs, it's under 19. But under 19, it's Primavera. It's the young team. It's a kind of playoff. And today they won versus Atalanta. So they will go in the semifinals of that thing. So technically, Sule and Miretti can play with the under 19, but today they were not even called up. The season is over for them. They played with, I tell you, under 19, under 23, with the youth league, for Champions League, with the first team. So season is over, deserved, and also because don't forget that season will be really short, and it's not a mystery, my friends. It is not a mystery, because if we are speaking about youth, and I want to come back on Miretti because this was the initial idea of the life, guys. Why are these two players not helping under 19? Because the holiday will be really short. If you look, they will have 5 weeks of holiday. That's what you are thinking. It's not true, because first they have to play in this kind of strange I don't know what their Nation League, and with Argentina and so on and so on. Look, we will go to we'll go here on One Football. Look, Argentina will play. So fixtures, they will play 11-6 versus, it's an international friendly, versus Brazil, but Argentina will also play in what's the name there? The game versus Chiellini there. So the winners of America and the winners of Europe, they will play a game. So there are 2 games. But look at Italy, for example. Italy will play. You see? The game versus Argentina, I don't know why it's not here. But then they will play Italy-Germany, Italy-Hungary, England-Italy on the 11-6, Germany, Italy on the 14th of June. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, plus the Argentina game. It's 5 games to play. 5 games to play before going on holiday. So look, guys, I'm not joking. The last game of Italy and a lot of European countries will be the 14th of June. When did I tell you that the season will start again? When did I tell you? The 4th of July. So if we are going from the 14th of June, that's how long? 1 week, 2 weeks? They have 3 weeks. They have 3 weeks of holiday. 3 weeks. That's it. 3 weeks of holidays. That's it this season. 3 weeks. Questo è. And then they come. So, Fabio Miretti, and I really already anticipate the question of Aussie. I will read it completely in a second. Fabio Miretti, maybe he's not playing with under 19 because it's okay. There is nothing really crucial. It's not, that they are playing to go in Serie B or so on. But maybe these players, they are already taking a really great holiday. They are resting. Sule will go with the under 20 of Argentina. He will play with the young team of Argentina. But he will play there, and then he will also go on holiday. Miretti, holiday. And then they will integrate the summer camp, the preseason on the 4th of July. They will be there with the team. Especially because we will need some fresh legs, because I tell you, only 3 weeks of holidays. It's not a lot, It's really not a lot. Because on the 14th of August, we play already, We play. And Juventus will have to go to USA to do the preseason camp this season. Friendlies, Barcelona, Real Madrid. I hope we lose the friendlies. Because you know that when we lose the friendlies in the beginning of the season, then we win Serie A. And we go in final of Champions League, so pay attention there. Now, let me read the comment of Aussie. Mama, you know what, guys? Jules is saying Manchester United fans booed Pogba on his last home game with Norwich. Paul will have his revenge with Juve. Not in Champions League because Manchester United are playing Europa League. So it will not be in Champions League, but hopefully with Juventus on the pitch he can go back on his level of 2015, more than 2016. Reading the comment, and thank you for your donation, my friend. Aussie saying buongiorno Beppe, because there it's already the morning, Mamma mia. You wake up and you see Beppe. Are you not disgusting? While you are taking your breakfast and you see my face that is sweating, I need to go to the shower. Are you not disgusted to see my face in the morning? The first thing you see before your wife and your kids, it's Beppe. Mamma mia. Ciao Nicolò. Ciao Aiki. Ciao my friends. Any news on Raspadori? Beppe, I want Raspadori, and I am so happy for Fabio Miretti. Chelsea to launch a bit for Juventus midfielder Rabiot. 2 teams on Rabiot. First is Chelsea, but Chelsea, you know that they are not able to sell or to buy at the moment. So they are working on their new structure. They will unlock the situation. They are on the player. They really want Rabiot. But the one that is more concrete is Newcastle. Now, Rabiot, if there is the opportunity, he leaves. He can go in Premier League. It's not the player like Alexandro and the other ones that says, you know what, I don't want to leave, I want to stay at Juve. He likes to be at Juve. He has also a bit of trust of Allegri, but he knows that he's not a starter anymore if we go with Pogba and so on. And pay attention, because we are speaking and so on, but at the last World Cup or Euro, there was that elimination from France versus Switzerland with that beautiful goal, cold in my vein or ice in my cold, or I don't know. Pogba said something like that. What is it? Can someone help me? The cold in my vein, the ice in my cold, I don't know. Anyway, Pogba did like this, and then there was in the stands, there were a fight. Why? Because Rabiot, he did a pass to Pogba. Pogba was sleeping, and then in the stands they were fighting. The mother, Veronique Rabiot, with the entourage, the family of Pogba, because they say it's your kid, it's my kid, like the mini tournament of the under 10 when they are playing and the people are pissed off. Ice in the veins. Ice in my veins. Ice in my veins. Ice in my veins. Pogba. I need to learn, because if Pogba arrives this week, I need to be ready. Mamma mia. Pollami il Pogba. No, this is over now, guys. The dab is over. That's over now. I need to learn the new techniques of Pogba. Cold in my vein, ice in my cold, the dab and so on. I need to train. Ice in my neck, the ice on my cold. Hey, you see, guys, you're Bianconeri in my vein. Oh, Andy. Can't wait to see the celebration in Allianz Stadium, guys. I'm ready. Pogba! Finally. I said to Juve, guys, you know that I never intervene in these kind of things. I said to Juve, I sent a message, really, eyes on my toilet, pay attention. I sent a message to Juve, I said, I don't want to read Pogba. It's beautiful, it's nice, but Pogba is from Manchester. I want Pogba again, or something else, I don't care. But I said, please, but I'm not the one who decide. Of course, I'm not working in marketing. But I said, please, not Pogba. Let's see what will happen, guys. Normally, I'm not doing these kind of things. Normally, I'm just shut up. So, Rabiot, I'm telling you. So, maybe they don't want to be together too much. The families, Veronique and the family of Pogba. Let's see. But speaking about Raspadori, Raspadori is a player. Every time you hear the names and then you see Raspadori still linked with Juve. I believe that if we have a bit of money over and if our friend Carnevali is not exaggerating, I think that Raspadori can be a player of Juve. I don't doubt about that. I would not say no. Look at the no. Wait, I need to refresh because I waited too long. Wait, I will go back. Koulibaly, caccia al centrale. So let me open the paper. I don't remember if I saw Raspadori today in the paper or not. Wait, so if we are going in one page, let me open and let me read. So what do we see here? Mezzala al max, Pavel Nedved, Raffaele Pimenti, Pogba, Juan Cuadrado. That is not untouchable, my friends. Gioco d'anticipo, Ken. I will read you. If I see the name, I will read you. Angel Di Maria, Dusan Vlahovic, Chiesa. No, today they didn't speak about him. Yesterday, yes, I believe. Yesterday, yes. Today, no. Vlahovic, Demiral, Chiello, Champions League. Today they didn't speak about him. They didn't speak. Maybe here with the young kids. Ake will leave, of course. So Sule and Miretti can play. So no news today, but I can guarantee you I'll see that they're speaking every day about Raspadori, but in small teeny lines. And I believe that Juventus wants to go for Raspadori only after a certain moment. So from the moment that we wait, aspetta. From the moment that Juventus go and define some roles, how many money do we have left? It's always, guys, you can't go for everyone. So Raspadori is not the priority, but it's a player that Juventus wants to go with, like, la ciliegina sulla torta. That means the ice on the cake, ice on the cake, ice on the vein, icing on the cake, all the ice. Today it's ice. The ice on the cake, the ice on the veins of Pogba. This is Raspadori. It's a player that, yes, Juventus wants. Yes, he's an Interista, but he wants to go to Juve. Carnevali said, why not? But don't wait too long. We know that. But and don't go with 7 meetings like we did with Locatelli. Has to be fast because we have no time to lose. We start really soon Serie A. And that's why I tell you, Mercato will be crazy. From the moment that we start, we will not stop. So pay attention. But Icing on my Jeep patch. That we love that. It's true. It's true. Uh, so Raspadori will be the icing at the end. At the end. At the end. I believe we can see him. So who do I expect to leave? That's a good question. Dybala, Chiellini, Bernardeschi, Morata, Pellegrini. I believe Pellegrini will leave. These are a player for sure. On top of that, I don't know about Moisken. I don't know. Depending on the condition also of Chiesa, huh? Because we spoke about October, but let's see. Let's see. One between Rabiot and Locatelli and Rabiot and McKennie. Arthur, like Julian is saying, Arthur. I think that we have 7-8 players leaving of Juve for sure. Beppe, which name will you put in the home jersey? I already chose the home jersey, but I have Chiellini. I had to. I had to. The last one. Okay, I'm thinking about to put some blood there. No, but I think I will go with a new one. Why? Because at the moment only the fan version is available on the store, and I really want to have the authentic version. You know that last year, for example, I bought the Chiesa and the Vlahovic and also the Ligt. The Ligt is signed. The Ligt is signed. But the Chiesa, you see, Chiesa, I went for the fan version. You see the color is black. You don't really see, you know, the stadium stars on the black lines. You have a lot of details that are different. You see here the color is different a bit. Look at that. And if you see the authentic version, look at the stars on the black lines. They are really perforated, so you see with some holes there. You see the color is white inside and not black. But look also at the details of here. Look at the details, how it's done. So I really love also on the sleeves and so on. I love the details of the authentic shirts, always. So I think I will do the same with the one of this season. But did you see the images of? Wait, I will show you, and then I will go on the comment of Pogba. The comment of Zaki. I fixed with because Zaki wants to speak about the ratings. He's not happy, so we will go on that one. But if we go on La Bianconera, my friends, La Bianconera. I don't know if you were able to see them or not, but the new shirt that leaked already. This. Mamma mia. This one, my friends. This one. And I think it's also on Footy Headlines or something like that. Wait, what's the name? Footy Headlines here. Look, and then I will go back on Zaki. I will try to be fast. Wait, Zaki. I'm coming to you. Juventus. Binks. Juventus. Come on. Look at the details. Here. Jeep, we know it, but these kind of strange shapes. This one is of the goalkeeper. We know it. We already saw it. Mint for the first one, the one that will be sold. We also have blue, orange. But this one is really beautiful. And why am I speaking about that? Because this one, Pogba in white on the back. Mamma mia. Mamma mia. Mamma mia. So, thank you, Zaki. The comment of Zaki, my friends. I saw you other day when you were rating the season. You gave few players yellow cause of their injuries. Yet we don't appreciate Rabiot for being there when everyone was dropping like flies. Quite harsh all the time. But I did it 2 years ago. The ratings, I did it with numbers, so like 7, 6.5, and people were complaining because you didn't give it 0.5 more or less, how you are too harsh because you are giving 6.5 and you deserve a 7, or you are too kind because you give a 6 and he deserves a 5.5. Some people, they were telling me, Beppe, but maybe the next time you can also do it with 7.25 instead of. I said, I stopped because people will never be happy, because, and I said it in the beginning of the video, it's my judgment about a season. I don't judge the last 3 months. I don't judge injury, not injury, because otherwise, yes, I would have given him a green, for example. Zakaria, I would give him a green, for example. I judge what they brought to the team according to me, and I see football in a way, you see football in another way. So, yes, injury, I gave a red to Allegri, and you know that I defended him all year long. I could have said, yes, but maybe with less injury, we would have gone with a yellow for Allegri. Yeah, it's true, but we had the injuries. They are part of the game at the end. Milan had also, if not more, injuries than Juve, and they won the Scudetto at the end. So I want to take the excuse and I want to defend Allegri because I believe in a really great season of Allegri next season, and I believe that it's the right person here. Probably if we would have had Pep Guardiola, he would also have had a red. Rabiot, I always defended him, saying that he is a player of quantity and not of quality. It costed 3 years' time before Rabiot said it in front of microphones that he was a quantity player more than a quality player, that he can't be judged as a number 10, but he has to be judged as a 6 or 8 or whatever. And it's correct. The problem with Rabiot is that Rabiot started playing good the last 3 months. It's not even the last 3 months. The last 2 months. It's true that he's a player that is never injured. He is always there. But it's not normal after 3 seasons and 3 different coaches that we have to wait until April to see you performing normally, because he didn't do the phenomenon, and he did some great game, and sometimes we said that he was MVP on some games, but it's not okay. It's not okay. I'm a manager myself, and I did end of year evaluations, end of year evaluations with my people, and I'm asked them to judge themselves. They send me their evaluation, I read them, I fill in what I think, and we sit down together. And what I saw, because I'm 40 and I'm a manager since 22, 23, is that a lot of people, they judge themselves on the last 3 months. Or they were really good, or they were really bad the last 3 months, but that's what they judge. They never judge a complete year. And that's what I try to tell them. It's you need to judge yourself in a complete year. How can you do that? It's in the beginning of the year, you start writing, January, what did I do well? Where did I fail? For yourself, because otherwise your memory will never keep record of what you did for a year. So people, they judge themselves on the last 3 months. Good or bad, it's not because... And I said it's not correct. You need to analyze a whole year. And Rabiot, for example, if I had to judge the last 3 months, I would have given him a green. Rabiot, unfortunately, he played a whole year with Juve, and he was not present, except of physically present. He was there. More than that, no. And that was for me a pity, especially because it's not his first season. And that's why I gave, for example, Rabiot, even if I appreciate Rabiot. But, and you know it, because Zaki are always on the channel, I defend him a lot of time. But then I don't even remember if I gave him a yellow or I think I gave him a yellow. Huh? Yeah, I gave him a yellow. But that's what I believe, huh? Personally. Then if you tell me that Rabiot tomorrow is saying to Allegri, I want to stay and I want to have a massive pay cut from 7 million, I want to go to 3.5, I will tell you I'm happy with Rabiot with 3.5 and we can keep him. If it's for 7 million, no. Recornaldo, he loves me. I don't know why, but thank you, Recornaldo. Love you too. Rugani should be red. No, it's not correct because of that penalty given that cost Juve. It's not true. It's not. Yeah, it's true because he's committing the foul versus Villarreal. But guys, it happens to everybody. It's not even a foul of being wrong placed or so on. How many games did he play? I think 18 out of memory. Yes, 18, 1 goals. For me, Rugani, I made a really harsh video on him 2 years ago, and I keep saying it. It's a player that, for me, makes totally no sense to have in the team. It's not a Juve caliber. But if he can give me 18 games how he gave them to me, because he did really okay with Juve, a lot of clean sheets. I believe that this season, the best center backs that committed less fouls were Rugani together with De Ligt. So for me, it was a surprise. Does that mean that I want to keep him? No, I don't want to keep him. But as a 4 defender, why not? But not at the salary that he's earning today. So that's why I gave Rabiot a yellow, not a green. Zaki, but again, the ratings. It's easy. The day after the game, buy yourself 3 papers here. Maybe we can show it. Look, professional people. I have them here. So you have Corriere dello Sport, you have Tutto Sport, and you have Gazzetta dello Sport. 3 papers, okay? The day after Juve Lazio, okay? The day after Juve Lazio, you go on Gazzetta Juve Lazio. They are giving Alexandro 5.5, Dybala 6.5, okay? 5.5 and 6.5. So Alexandro 5.5, Dybala 6.5. I'm just taking an example here. Huh? Let's see. On Tutto Sport, Alexandro 5. Who did I say? Dybala? Yeah, Dybala. And Dybala, how much Dybala? 6.5. So quite the same. They are giving Vlahovic 6.5. The other one, Vlahovic, how much? Vlahovic 6.5. The same. It's an example. Okay, let's go to Corriere dello Sport. Corriere dello Sport. Dybala 6.5, Alexandro 6. Okay, Alexandro is a good example. 3 papers, 3 different quotes. One is giving 5, the other one 5.5, the other one 6. So it's a point of difference in 3 pages from professionals. That's what I want to tell you, that expectations are different, and even by professionals, the same players can be judged in 3 different ways. They were all agree on Dybala. The 3 of them say 6.5, 6.5, 6.5. And that's what I want to just give an example that we will never agree. We will never agree because sometimes you fix on one thing more than the other. Thank you for the donation, Sisman, and thank you, Zaki, my friend. Apart from Cristiano Ronaldo, Rabiot, Morata, Quadrado, 58 goals last season, but now under Allegri, they made 31 contributions. This is a huge difference. Allegri, yes, Allegri. Of course, because already with Pirlo, we were playing different with Pirlo, we were playing different with Sarri. Allegri, he never failed and to admit that he said, I prefer to not conceding a goal more than going and look for a goal. So if you are expecting an Allegri suddenly that had changed through through the history of Allegri, your expectations were wrong. Okay, the problem this season with Allegri is that Allegri not only didn't score, but also he conceded more. And that's a problem, and that's a big problem. So he was not able to give us patterns of goals. This season was a big flop offensively, not only because versus Milan in the last game, I will not even count it, but if you are looking at facts versus Fiorentina, we were not able to go on target, but also because we were less present offensively because we were playing deeper. Then it's also true that this season was a horrible year in terms of finishing, because our players, if you have a Morata that the year before is going and scoring crazy goals, and this year every single ball that he was touching he was putting aside because he was changing actually his role for a few meters, that's a problem. Cuadrado had to play also a lot as a right back, and it's a different way of playing right back than when he was playing with Pirlo, because remember Pirlo, if you had four-man defense, you had Alexandro, for example, that became a three-man defense with Cuadrado going up, all the way up. He spent a lot of energy last season. I think he did like how much? I don't remember now. This season he had 7 assists. If I'm not wrong, last season 19 assists. Not only scoring goals because he scored less. This season he scored 5 goals. Last season he scored like 2. The last games versus Inter, a penalty and a goal of Cuadrado. But for the other ones, yes, it's a problem. Rabiot didn't score this season, but it's not that last season. But it's true. Is it true that Rabiot, Morata, and Cuadrado scored 58? I don't believe that. Because Cuadrado scored 2. Rabiot scored 2, I believe, or 3. Morata never scored 50 goals. So it's not only these 3. Probably you forgot someone. You said this one plus Cristiano Ronaldo. Yeah. Goal contribution more than goals. Yeah, okay. Whatever. We come on the same discussion that, yes, Allegri made some mistakes. That's correct. But also, how many times did we miss goals? Easy openers, but so many. And this is something that we have to improve. Not only when we are going towards target, but also when we are doing some passes. Stefania, meglio Koulibaly o Bremer? In prospettiva è meglio Bremer. Però Koulibaly è una certezza. Pogba sicuro solo la morte e le tasse, però speriamo, dai. Dovrebbe essere sicuro, Uncle Charma, even when Chiesa was fit, Allegri's style wasn't helping him. Candreva had more goals and assists than him before Fede's injury. It's true. It's correct what Uncle Charma is saying. Even Chiesa was looking for... That's why I gave Chiesa a yellow. Not only because of him, but also because it was a totally different way of interpreting football. Chiesa is a player, and I don't know, that's a big question. Will Allegri love Chiesa? That's a big question. Because Chiesa is a player that I love, of course. But it's a crazy mind, Chiesa. He's a player that he put his head down and he goes. And it's like, these kind of bowling things that you go and boom, you try to do strike and then you score. Chiesa is a player like that. You remember the big problem he had with Pirlo is at the 60th or max 65th minute, he was out of energy. He couldn't breathe anymore and he had to be subbed or whatever. So it's a player that is playing with passion, with grinta, everything that we love, but he was not able to save some battery life, that battery life to keep 90 minutes of him. And also, he was never looking up. He was always looking down. And this is something that Allegri told him, that he needs to manage the moments of the game and he had to put his head up. In the beginning of the season, pay attention, because this is what Uncle Sharma is saying and he's correct, but we had no striker and we were playing with a really strange striker that was Morata, that was not able to do that thing. So Chiesa, how much games did he play, Chiesa? I will tell you immediately. Chiesa played 18 games. He played one more game. I know 5 more games than Zakaria. But anyway, 18 games. 18 games. That's 6 more games than Perin. He scored 4 goals in these 18 games. But in these 18 games, he played also a bit like a seconda punta. Why? Because Dybala had his, I don't know, diarrhea or I don't know, or a headache, and he couldn't play, and we had to change style and whatever. So also, Chiesa had to adapt himself. New way of playing. And when we were watching Chiesa before his injury, we knew and we saw that Federico Chiesa started to play longer and better. Maybe a little bit less thunder, like, this explosivity, but longer and better. But then it was the injury. So let's see what kind of Chiesa we will find back, and especially after the injury, how we will come back. But we have time. Huh? McKennie, the new Vidal? No, and I repeat you, I would not be shocked if we sell McKennie. I would not be shocked. But it's not like, no, it's different. It's different. But yeah, of course, Sisman, Allegri, yes, he made a mistake. It's not the mistake. He didn't find the way to work on that offensive productivity. I have the feeling, guys, that Allegri, he said, you know what, with the team I have, I can't do nothing. And let's secure top 4 and let's change. That's the feeling I had. It's not good, huh? It's not good, but that's the feeling I had. Faisal. Oh, ciao Faisal. I think we should keep Rovella, Fagioli, Ranocchia, Miretti. No way to sell them. Never. No. We spoke about them earlier in the video because it's already nearly 2 hours. No, you can't keep all of them. You need to make choices. I believe that we will keep Miretti and Fagioli, and we will sell Rovella. And we'll put Ranocchia on loan. Or Fagioli will go to Lazio. Pay attention, to Lazio. And Lotito will start to be a bit easier and a bit more kind with Juve about Sergej Milinkovic-Savic. Can be. I know that Sarri, he loves 2 things. He loves Fagioli and he loves smoking. So if we give Fagioli and 1 year long of Marlboro Light, who knows? Maybe. Let's see. But McKennie is a good player, but it's not the one that will change your midfield. He was not able to. So... but that's what we will try to do, huh, guys? Kenny, that's what we will try to do. But it's not easy. Sell. Pay attention. News. Let me read them first, and then I will explain you. And then maybe we will put the music on. Okay, guys, I have a lot of news here. And then we will start finishing, because if I tell you everything today, what will we speak about tomorrow? No, I never found the gloves of... Yeah, I found gloves of Buffon for €1,000. I'm not rich, my friends. So, wait. No, it's not this one. I prefer this one. My friends, fresh. Nicola Balice from Calcio Mercato, someone who is quite well informed from Juventus. I already met him in front of the stadium. Nice guy, nice bird, just married. Nicola Balice is giving us 5 news. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, 5 news. The first one is about a summit that is scheduled with Allegri, with the management. They will not only speak about Di Maria and Pogba, but they will speak about no less than 6 or 7 new players. That's a lot. Revolution at Juventus. Tic-tac. What about the defenders? The casting is still open for the center defender. Badiashile remains on top of the list, but the chances of Gabriel from Arsenal are increasing. They are, however, decreasing for Bremer and Koulibaly. The suggestion proposed by the agents of Acerbi and Romagnoli were not considered. So, Acerbi and Romagnoli were proposed. Juventus said, you know what, go back and play with the other teams because we are not interested. Gabriel is increasing. Today I said that Gabriel was decreasing, and today he's increasing again. The left back. And I see Andy is happy, because Andy is telling me, no Acerbi Suka. Why are you exaggerating? A left back. And wait, maybe there will be some Raspadori news for Aussie, Maybe. Wait. A left back, if they manage to sell Alexandro, would be Udogie and Wendell in pole position. Not both of them, one of them. Udogie and Wendell are in pole position. The future of De Sciglio could stay on standby until the one of Pellegrini is defined. And that is why, this is why there is still no renewal of De Sciglio. Because De Sciglio went under the radar. When it's clear for Dybala and for Chiellini, even for Bernardeschi, more or less for Morata, it's not clear. It's not clear for De Sciglio because some people, they said, everything is done. But maybe with Cuadrado and with Danilo on the right, you know that you will not sell Alexandro. If Pellegrini is not able to find another team, maybe De Sciglio will leave. This is a big U-turn. I was not expecting that. Smart guy, Pellegrini. Cherubini. Cherubini is smart guy, Hey. That's not bad, my friends. I understand now why De Sciglio didn't sign yet. Some people are telling me, Beppe, when you're putting the music, it's too loud. Anyway, now the music is over. It's not over, my friends. Another midfielder is needed, possibly one that can help with the build-up. Once Arthur is sold, keep an eye on Paredes, who could swap places with Ken. How many times did I tell you? If Juventus is not able to go for Sergei Milinkovic-Savic, and the chances are small, pay attention for Paredes. Why? Because Arthur, you sell him. Ken, you sell him and you take Paredes. Is that making me super happy? No. But that means that you are playing with Pogba, Locatelli and Zakaria. With Paredes first sub. Or with Paredes as a defensive midfielder and with Locatelli as a right box-to-box. I don't like Paredes neither, guys. But big movements in attack as well. They will try to keep Morata. Try doesn't mean that we will go for him. Pay attention, I still need to read the comment of Aussie. I will go for your comment in a second, Aussie. But first, let me finish. It's the last news from Nicola Balice. Big movements in attack as well. They will try to keep Morata. Another striker would be needed because Juventus will try to send Keane away. So this one is not Not a mystery. I said that. Or Ken of Morata, but not. But both will be difficult. You can't just send Bernardeschi, Morata, Chiesa injured, Caio Giorgi injured, Dybala, everyone out. So one has to stay. Pay attention because the Lazio president Lotito is telling to Sky Sport that many clubs want Sergei Milinkovic-Savic. It's normal. There is no price tag because he's not on the market. But if a huge proposal arises from one of the top 5 clubs in the world, I won't start any fight to keep Sergei Milinkovic-Savic. Pay attention. Pay attention. What is a huge proposal? Is it 75? Is it 60? Or is it 200 million? Who are the top 5 clubs in the world? Is it Manchester United, Liverpool, Real Madrid, Barcelona, Bayern Munich? Or is Juventus in that top 5 according to Lotito? What I'm hearing here is Lotito saying, I will not accept from Juve any offer because I don't want to sell Sergei to them, except if they come with 120 million, 100 million. That's what I read between the line. I continue with the last news, my friends. Perisic Juve. So Di Natale saying, I never received any confirmation by either side. The priority of the player is to stay at Inter. Kostic is a name which Juve can work. He's an investment of 10-15 million. As for Udogie, Juventus should do something on the left side because if a good offer comes for Pellegrini, he would leave. Alexandro can't be sold, not because of the club doesn't want to, but because the player would leave for free in 2023. And now we have every single news and we read all of them. So let me read the comment of Aussie. Thank you for the donation. Beh, per la prossima stagione ti piacerebbe venire a vedere la partita degli Spurs in Champions League a Londra? Miretti is going to be a Juve first team player. Yes, I would love, Aussie. This is a dream I have to see a game of Premier League because I went a lot of time to London also because I worked there. I didn't live there, but I had some stores there. But I never watched a Premier League game, and that's one of my dreams. I would love to do that, and if it's a Tottenham of Bentancur, Romero, Paratici, and Kulusevski, I would love even more. I don't know if Conte will be there next season, guys. From what I hear more and more, it's Conte could be gone, but we don't know. But yes, I would love to. I really would love to. Not only in Champions League, but also a Premier League game. I would love, really. I don't know if it's an invitation, Aussie, but I would love to. Miretti is going in the first team. Yes. No, I will not go for United, of course not. Faisal. Rabiot to Chelsea, Jorginho to Juve. They gave up on Jorginho. All news about the party just to cover London visit. Arthur is Gabriel this and swap with Gabriel this time with straight summer no cash. No, we will spend some cash. I can guarantee you that we'll spend some cash, but not now. Not now. We will keep the cash. Wait. First we change with free players. And we also do some swaps. And then we check what is missing in the beautiful puzzle. And we will spend some cash. I can guarantee you. So my friends, 2 hours, too long. Tomorrow, you know what? Because I can't just shut up. I speak. I tell you everything. I should also do some no, we don't say nothing. We wait. And then come back tomorrow for the rest. The problem is I like to speak too much. I can already anticipate you something, my friends. Colo99, Dan Colosimo, he will be on the channel on Thursday for a late night, and we will do together the, what's the name? Tier list of 21-22. We will put the players, for Zaki Warfa. I don't know if he's still there, but Zaki was telling me, Beppe, I was not agreeing with you, so Colo will do his together with me. We will discuss, we'll speak about the season a bit, of course. And I'm thinking also to do on Monday a Serie A review with fans from Roma, Milan, Inter, and maybe if I find someone from Napoli, that would be fun. To have also some fights there, some friendly banter. Hopefully, they will not say the Milan fans will not say to the Inter fans to go and fuck off, but we'll try. It's an invite. I would love to. I really would love to. No, seriously. That would be really beautiful. Spurs are going to give Conte an extra 150 million. Let's see. The ASMR. But I was not doing ASMR like that. When I was speaking like that, this was crazy. We were doing the Mercato in ASMR. I remember really well. We were speaking like that and we were doing... This was on Twitch, my friends. Only the goats, the loyal ones, they know. And also the stadium is beautiful. It's really beautiful. Look at that. Zaki is still here. So you can fight with Coro 99 on Thursday if you want to. It will be again the same time. We start at 11. Guys, we were a lot. Still 200 people. Guys, I need to ask you seriously. We need to step up a bit. The channel. So what you have to do, my friends, is putting a maximum of likes on the daily videos, because sometimes now we are growing a bit. Also with the Mercato, we have 4,000 views. It's already a lot. I'm honored to have 4,000 views, but I don't see the likes. I don't see the likes enough. And we need to take a habit. Otherwise, YouTube will say it's a shit video. Let's not share it because the people, they don't like it. So we need to step up a bit on the channel so that we can reach at least 20K. Otherwise, we will, guys. I have a lot of projects also with the channel. Then, of course, we will discuss if I'm still working for Juve or not. That's the future. I will communicate from the moment we take a decision. But I have a lot of plans. But guys, if you want the channel to work, it needs to be a bit of likes. So, my friends. Now it's time because it's 1:15 and tomorrow morning I have to put my son at school. You were fantastic. Julian Lades, I need the day that we'll sell Rabiot, will put his hair for at least 30 minutes. Thank you, my friends. Grazie. And as always, forza. Pay attention. There is one news that was fantastic. Juventus wants to announce the first big player end of the week. If not possible, beginning of next week. We hope this week. Ciao guys, ciao Steve, ciao At, ciao Battista, ma va a dormire Battista, va a dormire. Ciao Faisal, Andy, Amicone TV, Beppe, if you need a backup striker, we need Gabriel Jesus. I like Gabriel, of course I like him. Ciao Aiki, ciao Roberto, boom. Ciao Battista again, Francesco, ciao a tutti, buonasera, forza, Juve. Hey, pay attention. Last minute on the league. You know, it's like the goals of Quadrado versus Fiorentina. Ciao Beppe. Thoughts on the all-black league kit. Franco, he doesn't care. He doesn't care about me going to sleep. He said, you know what? Let's speak about the shirt. Look at that. Here is the shirt. Shirt is fantastic. And it will be even more fantastic with the number 6 of Pogba. Not the 10. I don't want to give Pogba the 10. The 10 is not the number for Pogba. Danilo, show that you love Juve. Show that you love Pepe. Take that number 6. You take another number. Choose whatever you want and give it to Pogba. Yeah, I would love also to see Pogba with the 21. Miretti with the number 8. Hey, pay attention. No, I love it. Franco, thank you so much for your donation, Franco.
La Juventus
Okay, stop doing the donations. I need to go to sleep, my friends. I need to go to sleep. The shirt is fantastic. Really, really beautiful. I hope you love it as well. I love it. I love it. And Sisman is saying that ASMR is my sleep guaranteed therapy. Look at that. Ah, il a pas école. Alors ça va. Alors tu peux rester. Bonne nuit, Mohamed. And then we have our friend Sisman who's saying that ASMR is my sleep guarantee therapy. When we are speaking like that, you want me to say Pogba or you want Pogba, 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 Pogba. Hey guys, you know how did we call it in the past? I don't remember how I called it. I think I called it the JSMR JSMR from Juventus Juventus SMR. That was funny. We were speaking like that and we were reading the papers. You know what? I will do your favor. I will do your wait. We will do something funny. Wait, before going to sleep. Gianluca Di Marzo, he always has the pages. So we will go and see the pages. Maybe Pueblo without ads. Pueblo Juve, maybe. No, Pueblo, they're sleeping. At the moment, they are not funny anymore. Wait, so we go on the ads. So we'll read the first lines of the papers here. You see, too many ads. Okay, so what are you saying? Of course they are focusing. So, Corriere dello Sport. Corriere dello Sport. 2 colpi per Inzaghi. Vuole Bremer e Aslani. Inzaghi wants 2 players, Bremer and Aslani. Bremer will go there. Move all'Italia. Mo is doing Italy. Commisso is angry. They are never speaking about Juve. Guys, this paper is a disaster. They never speak about Juve. Whatever. Let's go to Tutto Sport. Tutto Sport. Juve. Chiellini lo faccio io. Juve. I am doing the Chiellini. Milinkovic. 15 milioni. Gabriel. 50 million. Koulibaly. 40 million. Igor. Igor is nice. I like Igor. Dybala is coming. Dybala and Bremer. Dybala and Bremer, they will come, guys. It is over, my friends. I am not in the mood. So, buonanotte, Mohamed Youssef. You are late. Of course you are late. It's 2 a.m. And Demarius Coleman, he found the only time that I was doing the ASMR on the channel, and he decided to subscribe. Mamma mia. Demarius, don't expect, this is not an ASMR channel. It's a Juve channel. And after 2 hours, 15 of lives, we go crazy. But Demarius, he decided to go Koulibaly. Imagine, if we sign Koulibaly, I guarantee you that we do a live, and for at least 15 minutes, I do you Koulibaly. Oh, guys, we close with Mercato is crazy. 1 minute, put a maximum of like. We already have 179 likes. 1 minute of Mercato is crazy, and then we see us tomorrow with the video. Buonanotte a tutti. Where is the music? Here it is.
Mercato is crazy. La 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 la. Mercato is crazy. La 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 la. Mercato is crazy tonight. Mercato is crazy tonight. Mercato is crazy tonight. La 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 la. La 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 la. Mercato is crazy tonight. La 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 la. Mercato is crazy tonight.